Hello guys, welcome again. So we've had our rest here in beautiful Boston. We're back on the aircraft and Robert is now flying pilot on this route, so he's just finishing up his setup. So we'll be ready in a couple of minutes. We'll do a quick departure briefing and we'll have you join us for that one. Thank you. Alright, so if you can see the iPad here, we're parked at Echo 3, which is on the international terminal here in Boston. So they're using runway 09 for takeoffs, which is down here, so it's quite a long taxi. So what we have put in a request for is a 1-5 ride, since we're a bit heavy today, since we have almost a full load. So that should be hopefully a very short taxi for us today. Taxi probably here up via Bravo, and then via Zulu or Lima for a runway 15 right. MSA highest 2,500 in the Boston area.
So what we're going to do, Reynald, I think after we finish the pushback, best thing to do would be doing the flight controls.
I agree.
And even doing all the flows and the checklist before we request taxi. That's one of the threats. So we can be both as much heads up as possible during the taxi, yes, and be as ready as possible for the takeoff.
The guests from the flight deck, very warm welcome aboard this play service going to Keflavik, Iceland. My name is Reynald Hinriksson, captain on the flight, sitting together with my good colleague, Senior First Officer Robert Ketilsson. Joining us today in the cockpit as well, Milos from Just Planes. He's recording our flight, so in a couple of weeks you'll be able to see the flight from our point of view. Grab the cockpit.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're clear to start engine number 2.
Thank you. Starting engine 2.
Copy.
Reynolds, starting engine 2.
Roger.
Player 618, gateway to Iceland Air, taxi to runway 15 right via Alpha Lima.
That's him.
Runway 15 right, RVR, touchdown point 3,500, midpoint 2,000, roll at 1,600.
Line up 15 right, player 680.
Okay, clear right side.
Clear right side.
Delta 250, heavy contact departure today.
Yeah, Delta 250 and heavy. I've towered up 1166, ILS 4.
1166 Boston Tower, flying Airbus 321, 3 mile final. Traffic holding crossing runways RVR 2000, midpoint 2200, roll out 2006.
Line of checklist, takeoff runway.
15 right, confirm.
15 right, chicas.
TA,
Parks 1 and 2.
Off.
Line up checklist, completed, line up only.
Thank you.
Player 618, traffic holding crossing runway, traffic 3 mile final crossing runway. Runway 15 right, clear for takeoff.
Good takeoff, 15 right, player 680.
Ready.
Is there 331 cross runway 4 left, turn left up.
Manflex 60, SRS runway auto thrust blue.
Jet, thrust set. knots.
Checked.
We want to rotate. Pause the climb.
Get up.
Get up.
Nav.
Checked.
AP2.
Checked.
Thrust, climb, auto thrust.
Shit.
$5,000 blue.
Jets.
Flaps 0.
Speed jets. Flap 0.
So your 618 traffic holding crossing runway, traffic 3 mile final crossing runway. Runway 15 right, clear for takeoff.
Good takeoff, 15 right, please. 618.
Ready.
Is there 331 cross runway
Takeoff.
4 left, turn left up.
Manflex 60, SRS runway auto thrust blue.
Jet. Thrust it. $100 knots.
Checked.
We want to rotate. Pause the climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Nav.
Checked.
AP2.
Jets.
Thrust, climb, auto thrust.
Jet.
Speed, vertical speed.
Jets.
Plus 1,000. Heading 020.
Check.
Player 618 Boston approach, clear direct Lobster. I'm to maintain 14,000.
Heading 4 right, information Mike. Climb 14,000, direct lobster, pay 680.
Okay, so what we did in Boston for the standard instrument departure was the Logan 3 departure from runway 15 right. And a description of that you can see here if we zoom in. So they say climb on heading 150 to DME 1 from Boston VOR, which is a VOR located on the airfield. Then turn left heading 120. So basically what we did, we just took off. The standard was supposed to be 5,000 feet, but ATC called us in advance and asked us to climb to 3,000 instead. Yeah, so basically we did that and did a left turn to heading 120 at 1 DME. Then they gave us direct to Lobster shortly after. Okay, so if you want to have a look at our route tonight, at the moment we're flying direct to a point called Yankee Delta Papa, which is up here. Now our en route alternate at the moment is Goose Bay, and also this airport here, it's a French name, I don't know if I pronounce it correctly, Sept-Îles. So at the moment we're looking at these two airports as our en route alternate. As we get further along the route, we have a point called Pizzo, which is our oceanic entry point. And before that we need to obtain an oceanic clearance from Gander. They will give us a certain altitude and speed to maintain. As we cross the next sector, which will take us over Greenland, hopefully we'll see some northern lights. Over Greenland, we have as en route alternate Söndre Strömsfjord, which is an airport up here. And we also have Narsarsuaq, which however is quite short. Runway is only 1800 meters, so that's closer to our route and just to the south of it. As we get further along to Reykjavik, our alternate tonight is Egilsstaðir, which is in the east. Normally we use Akureyri as alternate, destination alternate, but tonight the weather at Akureyri was not deemed good enough. Yeah, that's it, I think, for the cruise. We're expecting good weather conditions. We're at 350, maybe we'll climb to 370 soon. Yeah, I estimate half an hour, 1 hour until we climb to flight level 370, and then we cruise along at 370. Thank you.
Okay, so now we are approaching our oceanic area. So we are lucky enough to have the CPDLC, so we're going to request that. We go in here, we go oceanic. So this is going to be with Gander, which is going to be Charlie Zulu Quebec X-ray. Entry point is going to be Pitso. Estimating Pitso at 0205. We're requesting flight level 370 and Mach 0.78. So we just fill up this, transfer to DCTU, get it up here, confirm, looks correct, and then we send it. And now it's sent, we get a message, oceanic request received, and if no clearance within 30 minutes of the oceanic entry point, then we will revert to voice procedures. So that's covered, we can close this. And now we just wait, and they should send us our clearance in the next couple of minutes. Ready to copy.
Yankee 618, clear to destination via Pitso, 62 north, 50 west, 64 north, 40 west, 64 north, 30 west, Golf, India, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Golf, India, Romeo, Uniform, Golf, flight level 370, Mach 0.78.
Okay, perfect, that's what we have. So we're cleared Keflavik via Pitso, 62 north, 50 west, 64 north, 40 west, 64 north, 30 west, Giste, Giruk. From Pitso, maintain flight level 370, Mach 78, player 618.
Roger.
Right, so we didn't get the CPDLC, but we just read back our points, and it's what we were expecting. So oceanic clearance received via Pitso, flight level 370, Mach 78. So Robert is just making sure all the points are there. So it looks like we are good to go.
And then the only thing we have left to do is climb to flight level 370. We're at flight level 350 right now. So we'll do that before Pitso. Otherwise we're all set.
Good, good.
we are now 360 miles from the coast of Iceland, just past the east coast of Greenland. You can actually still see Greenland here on the left hand side. It's been an uneventful flight tonight for us. We just received the weather and the ATIS information in Keflavik, and the weather looks quite good at the moment. We have northerly winds, 15 knots, temperature of 1 degree Celsius, which is quite cold, and only a few clouds in the vicinity of the airport. We are expecting runway 01 tonight, so I decided to show you the ILS approach for runway 01 that we are expecting. So we are coming here from the west, and we are now flying direct to a point called Rendu. This is a GPS waypoint. After that, we will make a left turn towards the northeast to intercept what is called the localizer, which helps us with the lateral navigation to the runway. We make another left turn to the north to the runway approach course of 14 degrees, and we intercept what is called a glide slope, which is the thing that helps us with the vertical profile. And we follow the glide slope 3 degrees down, all the way down to the runway, and make a landing there at runway 01. So we are approaching from the sea. The minimum safe altitude is 4,000 for the sector. Our minima today is 335 feet, so that means that at 335 feet we need to see a part of the runway or the approach light system. I'll show you also here on our navigation display. If we zoom out, so this is basically the profile that I explained. We are coming here from the west, go to Rendu, and we make left turns to intercept the localizer and the final approach course. The blue rings that I created, or the circles, they are the bigger one is 10 miles from the runway threshold, and the smaller one is 5 nautical miles from the runway threshold. And this is just to help us with situational awareness, so we have certain altitudes and speeds that we want to be at these points. In case we need to make a go-around, the go-around will be flown straight ahead and to 3,000 feet. So you can see the blue line will fly straight ahead and all the way up to 3,000 feet. And then we'll either need to divert to our alternate or make another approach for Keflavik, depending on the circumstances. And seatbelts on.
Seatbelt. Keflavik approach, go on time, player 618, information kilo.
Player 618, approach, go on time, identified, expect ILS Zulu runway 01, descend altitude 3,500 feet on QNH 997 hectopascal.
Set QNH 997.
QNH 997. Set, cross-checked, passing.
Player 618, free speed.
Free speed, player 618. Passing 21,100 now.
Check, 3,500 blue.
Player 618, cleared ILS Zulu 01.
Cleared ILS Zulu 01, player 618.
Glide slope blue, lock blue. Cat 32 all AP1 plus 2.
Checked.
Flaps 1.
Speed check. Plus 1.
Speed 200 selected.
Player 618, contact Tower 18.3, go not.
Tower 83, clear 618, go on. Calculated contact player 618.
Player 618, Keflavik Tower, Grandine, wind 040 degrees, 11 knots, runway 01, clear to land.
Clear to land 01, player 618.
Flaps 2.
Speed check. Flaps 2.
Box star.
Checked.
Glide slope star. Going at altitude 3000 set.
Checked.
Speed 160 selected.
Beautiful.
Manual flight.
Go ahead.
Controls. Cat 1.
Check.
$2,500.
Checked. Lock.
Check.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Minus speed.
Speed minus.
Flaps 3.
Speed check. Flaps 3.
Landing checklist.
Land checklist, ECA memo.
Landing no blue.
Land checklist completed, clear to land.
Back.
1,000.
Speed managed.
Checked. Stable.
$400.
Land.
Check.
100 above.
Checked.
Minimum.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20. Retard. Retard. Retard.
Spoilers. Reverse screen, diesel. $70 knots.
Checked. Manual brakes. Can we roll?
Yeah.
Do you know it?
Och där player 618 to end.
Player 618, everyone 2 end left November, stand number 12, tag it down on.
2 end November 12, player 618, tack on it.
clear right side. AQ bleed on. Park brake set.
Alright guys, so we made it back to Iceland. Thank you for joining us. As you've seen, I've spilled my shirt, so now it's home to clean up. Hope you enjoyed the flight, and hope to see you on a play flight in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was nice having you with us along the route to Boston and back. Now we'll go home and rest. Thank you.